Hello, I am Twinbraid. I'm primarily a Twitch streamer. You can find me at twitch.tv/Twinbraid. However, today I'm here to help you become a better Reddit streamer. Whether you're an aspiring streamer or just want to make your current Reddit stream look good, this short tutorial will help you make that happen. Right, so let's get started. There's a couple things that are required to stream on Reddit. To start with, you will need a Reddit account with at least 250 comment karma. That's specifically comment karma. Post karma does not count. On top of that, your account needs to be at least 14 days old. New accounts are not allowed to stream. Outside of account-related requirements, you will have software requirements. Primarily, you will need an application to stream on Reddit. I personally use Streamlabs OBS, but any other software like OBS, Streamlabs OBS, or XSplit should work. And you need another bit of software to get your unique stream key from Reddit to put into the streaming application. There are a couple programs to get this done, and all are community made. I personally use SnooKey 3, but there is also SnooKey 2, and that one is very popular, and a web-based version of SnooKey called snookeyjs.com. Links to all the software and or the Discords required to find them will be linked down below. On to the next portion of this video, setting up your stream. If you have ever used any broadcasting software before, like say you stream on Twitch, YouTube, or Mixer, this should be fairly trivial, but I'll cover it quickly. First things first, you will need to open your streaming software and your chosen application to get your Reddit key. Here I'm using SnooKey 3, but all work basically the same. We'll get to that later. First, in SnooKey, you will need to click Authorize through Reddit. When a page changes, depending on the software you're using to get your unique key, you may have to copy a portion of your browser's URL. The portion you need to copy can be found between the equal sign and the ampersand symbols. All you need to do is copy that portion of your URL and paste it into the application. However, if you are using SnooKey 3 or Retriever, this is done automatically for you. You don't need to copy anything. Just close the browser tab and go back to your application. Once you're back looking at the application, you can now write your broadcaster title and choose what subreddit you're going to stream to. Be sure to choose a subreddit that your content is relevant to. And remember that Reddit streaming service is limited to about 100 slots globally, so make your time count. After you have chosen your broadcast title and selected your subreddit, click Create Broadcast. Now you should see a couple new things. Primarily your rtmp server URL and your unique broadcast key. First, you'll want to copy your rtmp server URL and go to Settings in your streaming applications. You can find the settings usually with a gear icon in the bottom left. From there, you can open the Stream tab. Here you will want to click Stream to Custom Ingest Server. Then in the drop-down menu, click Custom Streaming Server. In the URL tab, paste the rtmp server URL, like so. Then do the same with the stream key. As a side note, be sure to keep your stream key private. Anyone who has access to this key has temporary access to your stream account. To be entirely fair, your stream key is only active for 1 hour after you click Create Broadcast, but it's definitely something you do not want to share or accidentally leak on your stream. They could stream something that breaks Reddit's terms of service and get you kicked, or worse, permanently banned from Reddit. Right, after you have everything set up in your streaming software, you can click the Go Live button. Congratulations, you are now streaming on Reddit. But wait, you ask. Why is my stream black, you say? Well, silly. You need to set up the scene for Reddit specifically. First, go back to your streaming software settings and click Output. Video bitrate should be around 6,000 maximum ever. Anything higher than 6,000 will at best get limited or worse get you kicked from streaming. If you have slow internet or a bad connection, you might need to lower this value to dial it in to your specific needs. A good way to see what kind of bitrate you can use is to use Twitch Inspector if you have a Twitch account through TestWiz. This, however, is a bit outside the scope of this tutorial, but it might be something to look into. However, just good old trial and error to find that sweet spot where it looks good and you're not dropping frames works just as well. Under your bitrate, you will find your encoder settings. This is a debated topic among the streaming community. The basics of it are, if you have a good video card, something like a 1660 Ti minimum, or preferably an RTX 2060 or better, you should probably choose Hardware NVENC New in this drop-down menu. Or if you're using an older video card and have a better processor, like in my case, I'm using a 1660 Ti and an AMD Ryzen 3900X, the Software X64 option might be the way to go. Under that, you can leave your audio bitrate alone. And depending on what you selected for your encoder, you might have another drop-down box or two. These settings are things you might need to fine-tune for yourself. But for now, the default settings work perfectly fine. If, however, in the future, you might want to make your stream look that 5% better, or have slightly less latency, or whatever your specific streaming needs call for, you might want to come back and change these settings. Next, click the video tab in the settings. Here, your base resolution should be your screen's native resolution. This is generally 1920 by 1080, but might be different depending on your specific screen's model. Then change your output resolution to 1280 by 720. Leave everything else default. From here on, you are done with changing your settings. Now we will set up the scene for Reddit. Reddit uses a 9 by 16 aspect ratio. Reddit streaming service is designed for mobile phones primarily. So you will need to do a little wizardry here to make it look right. And by wizardry, I mean have your stream interface centered on a screen like so. The best way I found doing this was to generally get everything as centered and guess what scales it needs to be. And then when you start your first stream on Reddit, you can adjust everything to fit perfectly. Once you have everything set up, you should now lock everything in place using the lock icons in the sources tray. Congratulations, you now have a Reddit stream that people can actually see. That's effectively the basics of getting your Reddit stream from your PC started. Everything else from here you can learn from doing on your own. Anything else from here on you can learn from other streaming tutorial videos out there or from your own experience. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was informational. Be sure to follow me on Twitch for more content, either gaming or like this, or you can follow my Twitter and you'll be notified when I go live on both Twitch and Reddit. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.